Hello everyone, welcome to this channel of Easy Study. Today's topic is physical properties of food. This is one of the numerical problems most come in GATE exam. So one of the important physical property is sphericity. And sphericity, what does it means? It indicates a deviation from the shape of a sphere. So why the sphericity calculation is important? Because for most physical laws, the dimension which we take or the coordinate system which we take is that of a sphere for easier calculation. And sphericity of a perfect sphere is always equal to 1. So let's go into the definition of sphericity. So if a body is non-spherical, how will we calculate the sphericity of that particle? So sphericity is defined as the surface area of the sphere having the same volume of that particle to the surface area of a particle. Okay, so by calculating this ratio, we can find the sphericity of a non-spherical particle. So sphericity formula, it is given by this. We can also write it as by the volume of the to the volume of the circumscribed sphere. So see, this is a perfect sphere, and this is that of the particle. A particle. So how much it has circumscribed it, this way we can write. Also, there is another formula, as I have said, that surface area of the sphere, and this is the equivalent diameter to the surface area of a particle, which can also be written in this term. Okay, next moving on to the alternative formula. Suppose we have an irregular body. How do we calculate the sphericity of that body? So this is how we calculate it. Suppose here also you can see the longest axis is the major axis, then we have the minor axis, and we can say intermediate axis like the width of this. Okay, here as how it has been explained. Suppose for example a perfect shape only you take, that of a cuboid. This is a cuboid. So the lengthwise, this one will be your major axis, this one will be your intermediate axis, and this one can be your minor axis. So in this way of a body which has irregular shape, you can calculate the sphericity using this formula. For most easiest way of calculating is like we equate the volume of the particle to that of a sphere, and we know the volume of a sphere in times of diameter is in this formula, so we can calculate the equivalent diameter. So in most cases we are supposed to find the equivalent diameter of the particle, a non-spherical particle, and then once we have found the equivalent diameter, we can easily calculate the surface area, and we already know the surface area of the particle. In that manner we can calculate the sphericity. So let's go on to a problem that has come in GATE. We have to calculate the sphericity of a cuboid and a cylinder that has equal dimension, and we have to find which has a more sphericity, means whether a cube is more spherical or a cuboid. So we know the volume of a cuboid. So once we have found the volume of a cuboid, we can just equate it and find the equivalent radius or diameter and get the surface area. Also with the dimension we can calculate the actual surface area and therefore take the ratio, and we can find the sphericity. Similarly, for cylinder, I have given you the surface area, this volume formula, and to equate it and find it, this one, and then spherical body. So now, since it has they as they have equal dimension, it has been mentioned in the question equal dimension. So for let's example take 1 centimeter. So we first calculate the volume of this one, then equivalent diameter. We can keep putting this volume value 1 centimeter high, and we can calculate. Then surface area using the formula, we can calculate the sphericity. Similarly for cylinder, so here we can see that the sphericity of the cylinder is more because it is more closer to 1, and we know the sphericity of a sphere is 1. So therefore we can say that cylinder shape is more closer to sphere. Okay, there's another problem, like we don't know what is the dimension of the particle, we just know the volume of the particle and the surface area is given. Similarly, using the formula of equivalent diameter area, we calculated this. So here it was given as 1.2.7. So this says that the body is very irregular in shape to that of a perfect square. So this kinds of problem mostly comes in exam numerical problems. So thank you for watching the video.